Racial Disparity and Wrongful Convictions, Jury Misconduct versus Police Misconduct by me. Table of Contents, Chapter 1 About Me, Chapter 2 Background, Chapter 3 Police Misconduct, Chapter 4 Jury Misconduct, Chapter 5 Jury Diversity, Chapter 6 Solutions. Think about it. 3,200 people who have been exonerated since 1989, 975 innocent people are being locked up every year. 27,200 plus years exonerated people spent in prison for crimes they did not commit. 55,000 to 110,000 wrongfully convicted people are serving time. More than 31,900 years lost. To just name a few of the wrongfully convicted exonerees that are serving time for crimes they didn't commit. Chapter 1 About Me. About me and how I became interested. Well, my name is Jasony and I'm a military child who was a rising senior. Basically, since I was little and all of my high school years have been dedicated to be taking the steps to become a lawyer. I am very passionate and determined about fighting for justice and advocating for others to let them know that their voices are powerful instruments, also to make a difference in the world. I strongly believe that advocating is my calling and that through small differences create big differences. How did I become interested? I became interested in this topic because I wanted to learn more about the injustice that the legal systems have, thinking about how this can better different minorities and how we can demonstrate equality, to understand why is it so important to have representation in these situations and what are people really doing about these misconducts. Racial disparities play a significant role in wrongful convictions, with 52% of people exonerated since 1989 being Black citizens. This introduction emphasizes the importance of addressing these disparities to improve our legal system. Wrongful convictions cause immense suffering, and this research focuses on two major types of official misconducts and lack of jury diversity. Additionally, it explores new ways to prevent these wrongful convictions and advocates for more unbiased and fair legal systems. Fixing these gray areas is crucial for achieving justice and stepping into the doors of equality, while ensuring that individuals know that they have support and rights. What will we discuss? We will discuss jury misconduct, jury diversity, and police misconduct. What is police misconduct? Police misconduct is another significant issue involving illegal and inappropriate action by police officers. This includes excessive use of force, sexual misconduct, theft, false testimonies, false arrests, and causing substantial harm to individuals in custody. Such misconduct disproportionately contributes to wrongful convictions of people of color, undermining the community's trust in law enforcement. Why does police misconduct impact others? Police misconduct impacts others because of the violence used towards us in the aftermath. In other people's perspective of the police, we normally think of protector or someone there to enforce the laws on us to better our society. When others see police officers taking advantage of their title and using excessive force for no reason, it puts us in racial oppression. Due to the racial stereotypes and background on individuals, the aftermath can be crucial, left with the fear of will it happen to me because of my race or background. According to September 2020 reports in the National Registry of Exonerees, police officers committed misconduct in 35% of exoneration cases since 1989, fabricating evidence, pre-jury at court, concealing exploratory evidence. How does it work? This connects to racial disparities because race normally revolves around a police behavior. Race can shape a police discretion, especially if that's in high concentration for Black residents. According to other scholars, rooted in slavery, racial disparities in policing and police violence, they say, are sustained by systematic exclusion and discrimination, and fueled by explicit bias. Jury misconduct and what it looks like. Jury misconduct appears in the jury when it goes against the law or discusses cases outside of the trial. Failure to disclose information, misstating the law, 1,283 in 2021 of judge misconduct complaints. Jury diversity history. Historically, Black individuals were excluded from serving on juries until the law changed in 1954. Black individuals were discriminated against and wasn't treated fairly. This exclusion perpetuated myths about Black people's intelligence, experience, and education. This narrative grew and continued to grow in the legal system to enforce white supremacy. All white juries often refused to hold perpetrators accountable for the crimes against Black individuals while convicting Black citizens for minor offenses. Although laws now prevent race bias discrimination in jury selection. History of the jury diversity. In 1954, jury deliberation room was reserved only for white individuals. In 1952, all white male juries convicted an innocent man named Walter Lee for kidnapping a Florida woman. More jury diversity history. It was not until Congress passed that Civil Rights Act of 1875 outlawed race bias-based discrimination in juries. Then, a little later, Black men were able to vote, which became a stepping stone. As soon as Black Americans started to get representation, the white juries resistant to racial equality. Also, the white people that would not be held accountable for the crimes they committed for killing Black people still held Black people accountable for minor crimes and gave a longer sentence. Representation in jury diversity. All of our voices are our instruments. It's important that we have multiple races in a jury, leading to our different backgrounds and religions, our different experience and our own thinking, so we can look past the racial stereotypical assumptions that repeats our history so we can present and have a fair trial and understand what others actually mean, meaning that there's not one perception of how we think. We're able to listen to each other's ideas. 80% of white judges strongly associate Black faces with negative words from the Duke Law School. To see this implicit bias affects the judge's ruling. Judges takes an oath to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, which should avoid them from making these biased decisions. Although this is true, judges are still human at the end of the day, and they may not be able to accept the fact that they are making these biased decisions. Think about judges who are selected prestigiously. They take their job seriously with commitment and impartiality. As proven in the Duke Law race, skin ethnicity can influence on judges that they can sometimes overlook some things that might appear as unfair. Solutions. I think to stop these wrongful convictions, we can put aside of our racial stereotypical assumptions and stop the cycle. We can go through more procedures so everyone can receive a fair trial, and the people who are wrongly convicted, we can provide them support to get back up on their feet. My paper. My paper discusses everything I explained in my slides. It just dives in a little deeper. My paper talks about the history of police misconduct and jury misconduct. It also emphasizes why it's important that we have representation in our legal systems. While doing that, it advocates to stop the cycle. It advocates to stop the cycle that other people may not be aware of that keeps repeating in our history to our present. My paper significantly points out that our voices are powerful and that they can be used as our weapon against injustice. Lastly, it gives ideas. Firstly, I would like to thank my parents who always helped me strive for advocacy and to do something that I am passionate about doing. I would also like to thank my mentor, Ms. Danielle, for opening my eyes to a topic that I'm presenting, helping me to understand how some people are not conscious to the issue at hand. Also, always motivating me and helping me to become a better writer. I would also like to thank Miss Lucy for showing me a different creative way that I can present my project to help me understand what got me excited at first and why did I join and wanted to start presenting my topic. Thank you.